In the summer of 1314, an enormous storm came from the south like a wrathful plague. It raged for 10 days and 10 nights, scuppering any vessel that dared to challenge its boastful thundering fronts. When the terrible squall concluded, and sailors tentatively went out again, they found that the miraculous had occurred. The storm had somehow dispersed the impenetrable fog at the edge of the unknown world, which had mystified scholars, mages, and busybodies for all of recorded history. Slowly, every government with a coastline dispatched ships to see what lay beyond the boundary of the world. What they found was an untouched continent, resplendent in both natural bounty and unknown dangers. A land of precious resources and wild, powerful magics. This uncharted frontier became the apple of the world's eye, and every ruler with a pulse dreamt of claiming its bounty for their own. Soon, expeditions began to successfully navigate the maze of jagged rocks surrounding the continent at nearly every turn. And nearly a year after its first discovery, an expedition made landfall at one of the outlying islands. This was followed by a period of bloody combat for supremacy over these new lands. Men fought and killed each other by the thousands on the supposed orders of rulers on the other side of the world. The fighting got so bad it prevented any nation from making so much as a gold piece, as they threw ship after ship to die in a maelstrom of cannon smoke and ambition. Eventually, the major world powers signed the Treaty of Bloody Sands, dictating the rules by which they all must coexist in the new territory. And so, the first successful and self-sufficient colonies were established, ushering in a new age for the wild continent, and the world as a whole. After 5 years, life in the so-called Sea of Dreams has settled into an equilibrium. The name came true for some as they made their fortune founding boomtowns and exporting rare goods. But for others, the name was nothing more than bitter irony, as they found themselves alone in a hostile new land, with few prospects and even less support. The greater portion of these mournful souls retreated to the major colonies, only to find themselves breaking their back and to line the pockets of a few who had already struck it rich. The lesser of these portions forsook the laws of their homeland and took up the blade or spell to squeeze their fortunes from those already squeezing it from everywhere else. In a land where any country's law is often extended only to the imposing walls of their few and far-between colonies, if even that, there's plenty of work for a go-getter with a boat and a bit of a mean streak. So countless wayward dreamers began to make their fortunes as mercenaries, explorers, pirates, and often all of the above. And that's how you, one of several sorrowful reprobates, find yourself in the employ of one Captain John Christofskin, a portly dwarf known to haul anything for the right price. You've been hired along with the rest of a new crew to carry a load of cargo from Fort Dismal on the west coast of Turnsley Isle to a Redavian royal convoy that'll be waiting for you beyond the rocks. While most of the cargo is fairly run-of-the-mill spices, you did happen to spy a peculiar chest that appeared to be of great importance, being loaded aboard the ship by two of the governor's men. Whether ye seek out to make off with the chest as your own, or deliver it safely to its destination, you're sure to find fame and fortune by the end of this voyage.